Good morning, my maker friends. How's everybody doing today? I want to say a big thank you to Amy for letting me take over the Maker Studio page today. I'm really excited to be here, and I hope y'all are too. We're going to give everybody just a few minutes to hop on here with us. If you have not grabbed your last cup of go-go juice or whatever your favorite get up and go beverage is in the morning time, you do have just a couple of minutes before we get started. I cannot wait to show y'all the project I'm going to be doing. It's actually going to be 2 projects. You know I can't just do one. And y'all, this is going to be a brand new stencil. It is so stinking cute. Are you ready to see it? Y'all, this stencil is called Santa's Helper. It measures 8.5 by 11 inches total, and it is so stinking cute. I am so digging this Santa's Helper. It's very vintage, almost reminds me of like one of those neon vintage lights, doesn't it? It is so stinking cute. Like I said, I've got 2 projects planned, but y'all, before we get started, remember, if you want to win this stencil for your very own, all you've got to do is to share our video today and tag 3 of your friends, and you're going to be entered into this giveaway. Also, let me know if you're joining me live today or if you're catching me on a replay, and I would love to know where you're joining us from. I myself live in Panama City Beach, Florida, and although it is Florida, it is a little bit chilly, so I've got my sweater on today. I'm sure it's super cold where you're joining me from today as well. I've got my hot cup of cocoa ready, and y'all, I'm ready to get started. Let's hop on our workspace now. Okay, here is our workspace, y'all. Let's get a closer look at our stencil this morning. I love this one that says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." You can use just this part, or you can also pair it with the trees that are up there. We've got some really pretty snowflakes and stars. And y'all, how about the cute little stocking? It's got like this Adirondack little print there. But absolute favorites today are going to be the baking crew and also the Santa's Helper. Now, if you've never used our mesh stencils before, I'm going to let you in on how they work. So when you're working with them, you're going to see that there's actually mesh. Let's see if I can get a close-up. Can you see the mesh? That mesh is the magic. That's what keeps your stencils together. But also, it's important to be able to take really good care of your stencils. And that means washing your stencils when you're done. You don't want to let any of your paint or whatever you're working with to dry in that stencil. You also want to put them back on your backing when you're done. And I always keep my little plastic container here, because once I'm done and they're all cut apart, I do put these back in the package because it tells me what the name of the stencil is. And then I just store these all in like a little file holder thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut apart our stencils. Now, if you follow me on YouTube, you know how much I love turquoise. So it's probably not going to surprise you very much to know that I'm going to be using some turquoise on one of my projects today. And that would be the baking crew. In my kitchen for Christmas, I decorate with red and turquoise and also gingerbread men. So this is just perfect for that. Now, off camera, I will go ahead and cut all of these apart and just put them back in here. But for now, I'm just going to move it to the side. Okay, so my baking crew is going to go on this little, I don't know, what would you call this? This little frame. I actually picked this up from, I don't remember if it was Dollar General or Dollar Tree, but I got this on clearance. It was normally $1 and I got it on clearance for 50 cents. In its former life, it was black and it was a Halloween decoration. All I did was to go ahead before we started this morning, painted the top with our Ballet White and our Amy Howard at Home One Step paint. And for the outside, I painted it with my very favorite One Step paint from Amy Howard, and this is called TikTok. It is so stinking cute. So this is going to go on here just like this, and I'm going to use this as decoration for my kitchen. Now, because I love this Santa's helper, I'm going to transform this Dollar Tree mug with some ceramic paint and the Santa's helper. I'm really excited about this one. Now, this is no-bake ceramic paint, but you want to let it cure for 8 hours. So just know, if you're giving it as a gift, you need to at least do this a day before. Okay, so let's move this one to the side because I want to start off with our cookie baking crew. This is so cute. Now, I'll tell you another idea that I had, and I thought that would be super cute as well. It would be cute to take a little baking tin. You know which ones I'm talking about? The little cookie sheets from the Dollar Tree. You could put this on the cookie sheet and also put some little gingerbread men on there. I think Dollar Tree has the little gingerbread men cutouts this year. That would be so stinking cute, wouldn't it? You could even personalize it if you wanted to put your family's name on it. And I think that would just be so precious. But for now, I'm going to transform this 50-cent sign. Now we'll just do our eyeball method. Let's see. Do you eyeball or do you actually measure? I'm an eyeballer. That looks pretty good, but I want to move it over just a hair. Now, don't forget, you've got the opportunity to win this awesome stencil for your very own. All you need to do to be entered into that giveaway is to share our video this morning and tag 3 friends. And don't forget to let me know, did you watch me live today or are you catching it on a replay? Okay. I can't tell if this is straight or if it's not straight. You know what? I don't really sweat the small stuff. Let's try it again. I don't want it to be totally crooked. Okay, that looks better. It kind of throws me off because my lines aren't cut exactly straight. It's okay though. Crafting is fun. We don't need to stress out about it. So I'm going to be working with some of our chalk art today, and once I'm done, I'll just use a quick coat of spray sealer, and then that way everything will be nice and sealed. If you wanted to use your one-step paints, you wouldn't have to seal it, but I didn't have a red in the one-step paint, so I'm just going with my chalk art. That's the beauty of chalk art. It can be either permanent or it can be temporary. I do want to make sure that I've got my entire stencil burnished in. And by burnishing it in, I just mean I need to make sure that this thing is stuck. If you've got some places where your stencil is not stuck down, then you're going to get bleed through. And if you're going for sort of that rustic, messy look, then that's totally okay. So now I'm just going to take one of my plastic scrapers that I've actually cut up ahead of time. I love to take these plastic scrapers and just cut them up into smaller things, especially when I'm doing different colors. So the color I'm working with right now is called Heavens to Betsy. And the other one is called Love Bug. So a little fun fact for you, my daughter's middle name is actually Love. And Love Bug is what I call her. That's her nickname. So of course Love Bug is one of my favorite colors. What are y'all working on for Christmas time? Are you working on gifts or are you working on decorations? The beauty of using the mesh stencils is you can make yourself something. And then you can also take that same stencil and you can make a gift. Okay, so that's my turquoise, my Heavens to Betsy color. Now I'm going to take my Love Bug and I'm just going to flip over this same little squeegee and I'm going to put my baking crew on with this. What colors do y'all decorate with for Thanksgiving? I mean, for Christmas, golly. I've got Thanksgiving on the brain. Turquoise and red are what I use in my kitchen, but for my Christmas tree, I've got like a light blushy pink and also a lighter turquoise. But I do like to go a little more fun in my kitchen. Want to make sure that we get this entire stencil covered. Want to make sure it's all pressed down. Can you hear that scraping sound? We know when we're scraping that we've got everything covered. Looks like I got just a tiny little bit of my red onto my turquoise here, so I think I'm just gonna put a little bit over the top, just to make sure that that didn't bleed over. Going to drop this down into my bucket of water. Now I'm just going to pick this up. So stinking cute. So I am going to go ahead and drop this down into my water as well. And I know that the camera may not pick up the turquoise yet because it's still wet, but once it's dry, it does get just a little bit darker. So I'm going to set this to the side while I let that dry, because I do have something else I'm going to do to that little piece. And now let's grab our little red coffee mug here. And I did pick this up at the Dollar Tree. So just think about which way you use your mug. You can use your stencil on both sides if you want to, or you can just put it on one side. But when I drink my mug, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put it right here. And I did go ahead before we got started today and I cleaned my mug with some alcohol. And now we're just going to center this guy up. And I want to keep this simple with just some white no-bake ceramic paint. There's so many different colors available in our ceramic paint, but I love the red and the white together. This would make a super cute gift. If you've got a secret sister that you do a gift exchange for at Christmas time, wouldn't this be perfect for that? Okay. So with my ceramic paint, I'm actually going to use one of my foam dome brushes. I really like the way the foam dome brushes work with the ceramic paint. And I'm just going to dab. Don't worry too much if you get some of your ceramic paint on the outside of your stencil, because once we take the stencil off, we can always just take a rag before the ceramic paint dries and we can clean that up. So you really don't have to worry too much about staying in the lines. The main thing you want to do is just to get it all covered. And I'll show you how easy it is to clean it up. Don't forget, some lucky winner today is going to win this awesome new stencil that Amy's created for us. All you've got to do to be entered is to share our video and tag 3 of your friends. And y'all, that lucky winner might be you. I like using the foam brush when I do mugs because it kind of makes it thick. It kind of gives it a little bit of a texture to it. And I really like the way that that looks. And like I said, don't worry about staying in the lines because it's not going to be permanent for 8 hours. And remember, this is no bake. I absolutely love using Dollar Tree dishes with this no bake ceramic paint. Okay. Now let's take it up. This time's like this when I wish I had long nails. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this down into my water as well. But y'all, look how cute this is. And let me show you how easy it is just to clean up those edges. You can either take a wet paper towel, a wet paintbrush, or until it's dried, you can just scrape it off with your fingernail. Isn't that awesome? I absolutely love this Santa's Helper stencil. Isn't that cute? So cute. So let's go back to our little baking crew stencil here. Let me drop this down into my water too. Now, I do want to finish this off with just a little bit of ribbon. I've got some ribbon here. I think I might have picked this up at Michael's, but to me this just screams Christmas. It screams gingerbread men, and I think it is so stinking cute. So I'm just going to hot glue on the edges. Is my glue gun acting crazy today? I remembered to plug it up, so that's something to be said for that, isn't it? And I'm just using this as just a little border. And I want to go at the tops and the bottom first. And then I'll go back in and add some of that same ribbon to the sides. And the beauty of this is you can make this in any color combination that you want to. In your kitchen, if you do red and green, you can do this same design for yourself in red and green. Or if you want to do the same thing and you want to do a different color combination for your friends, then guess what? You can use this same stencil and y'all can all have different colors. That's the beauty of making and personalizing gifts. You get to tailor them to whatever your little heart desires. Adding in that trim just sets everything off, doesn't it? It is so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. This Santa's Helper stencil is definitely going to be one of my favorites this year. I'll just take a little lighter and I'll trim up these edges, burn off those ends so that they're not raveled, or I'll even put some fray check on them probably. But y'all, that's it. These two Dollar Tree items are completely transformed. Aren't these awesome, y'all? I don't know which one is my favorite. I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this guy this year, and I think I'm even going to make one of these for each one of my girlfriends because it is absolutely precious. And I love that I can put this in my kitchen with all of my gingerbread men, and it's going to match perfectly. I don't know if you have seen one of my other videos that I did a couple of months ago. I think it was Christmas in July, and it was a Santa's cookies little reverse canvas. This is going to match that perfect. I'm so excited to start decorating for Christmas time, and I'll be doing that very, very soon. Oh my gosh, y'all. Can you get over how cute these turned out? So quick and so easy. We did that in like no time, didn't we? The Santa's Helper mug, I do want to let cure for 8 hours. That's going to set our ceramic paint, and that's going to let me be able to hand wash this. You don't want to put this in the dishwasher. Even though it is no bake, you still don't want to put this in the dishwasher. Show it love. Give it that nice hand washing, and be sure if you're giving this away as a gift, I would also put a little note in there that says to hand wash. And how about this guy? This turned out so stinking cute. It's going to be really cute in my kitchen with all of the rest of my gingerbread themed things. Don't forget, if you want the chance to win this stencil for your very own, all you've got to do is to share our video and tag 3 of your friends. Let me know which one of our projects you like the best. And also let me know if you joined me live today or if you caught me on a replay. I've got to run for now, my friends. Until next time, happy DIYing, y'all.